I'm active. Oh shoot, I didn't do the thing I usually do. It's gonna be really fucking loud if I don't do this. There, that should be the big quiet now. So, welcome to the show. Hey guys, thank you very much for joining me once again. This will be the penultimate Dark Cloud stream, which tomorrow shall be the finale. So in this episode, we're going to storm the final dungeon. Just gonna wait for a couple more people to pile in, because, we got us a cutscene we're starting out with. I did a couple things off screen. I picked up a few more mystery chests, got a few more Fruits of Eden for Splitty, a gourd for Kish, a gourd for Pokey Percy. Pretty much all capped out there. Rearranged my setup, got some more repair powder. There was an anti-goo amulet there that I can sell. Didn't really touch weapons too much, nothing got upgraded, didn't do any grinding. I am gonna do some grinding off-screen this time, so I can get the platinum next episode. Because I'm just short on money in order to get the platinum trophy. So, what do you say we get going? Yeah! There wasn't 9 people when I said it. Now, how are we gonna get out of here without destroying the ceiling? I sure hope he ends up okay. It's got good lumbar support from the look of it. Just sit here and vividly imagine everything happening, and it'll totally happen. Then again, for moon people technology, that does sound feasible, so... Yeah, this is Mega Golurk. I don't even know what type this would be. Steel and ground, I guess. I didn't skip past that, by the way. He just said, hey, like, immediately. All of 2 seconds. I was like, honestly, that was a lot more effort than I was expecting them to put into actually animating this thing getting up. Of course, we couldn't forget the roar function. If you're not programming your robots to roar, then you might as well be programming them to devour, so you look at me and tell me that's not what you're thinking. I just thought he was going to aggressively blink at the camera. And away he goes! All the way up to that JPEG of Earth. Maybe ground and flying. Oh hey, not Sephiroth, I forgot you were here. Remember, this is where all of the plot threads are coming together, viewers. The, very thin thread of story is about to get closed out here. Who needs angel gear when we've got Super Steve? Wow, look at these two characters we barely know interacting with each other like we should know. Yeah, that kid. One look and I knew. He's got the Atlamilia. Oh, so it was him, of course. Excuse me? Well, we'll find out very rapidly. But first, we get a cool cutscene. Some Zone of the Enders shit. Well, this was before Zone of the Enders, too. Oh, well, guess that's how deep it goes. Of course, we just keep going straight. There it is. Don't stand on the controls. There he is, the big boy, Dark Heaven Castle. And I always thought those 3 jewels were different Atlamilia, and I really wanted to see what treasures were in there, but they're clearly jewels. The big boy, it's Majin Buu. Look, he's got that little symbol that all elementary schoolers draw on their papers, that S one. Oh. That's unsettling. Oh yeah, he got it. Oh man, and Dark, level 5 helped out with Dragon Quest VIII. I wonder if this was an inspiration for Rapthorn. Meta! Hey, Tipsy. Oh, he's scared. How many times are we gonna reuse that animation? I enjoy this cutscene, so I'll let it play out. Bro. The belly beam. Oh, well, that went out lovely. But can Goku defeat the evil Buu? Laugh. Had to fight, so I had to separate them, but alright, cool. Gotta imagine the regular battle theme playing, I love it. That wasn't a laser. This is a laser. Jesse Cannon! But you gotta man spread before you use it. Jackie! Where's Oob? Yay! We did it, guys. This was the end of the fight. That was the end of the game. Who needs Dark Heaven Castle? Reusing the same animation from a different angle does not count. Oh, hey, big boy. Just no context, just let's watch this for a second. Yep. Damn, just don't throw. It's dead, mouse. Can't say I do. Oh. Thanks. You can't. Monado boy. So, evil guy is evil because he's evil and wants to do evil things. Welcome to early PS2 RPGs. So here comes a negative karma ball. But first, BDSM. Kinda want a gif of that. It's like 10 hours of toe and wiggling. Now the negative karma ball. Super tentacle hentai porn! And thus they all died. And away he goes. The burp of death. But fortunately, Homeboy here helped us out. Everyone else is dead, but fortunately we're good. Don't worry, they probably all just shatter their spines on this solid cloud. They'll be fine, I'll just give them a nom afterwards. I think it's silly. Though it turns out I was wrong last time. Someone does mention Minotaur Joe after you defeat him. It was a very throwaway line that I never realized was in the game, but it's like, oh, wow, you won, huh? Really thought Joe would take it. I'm like, okay, cool. Okay, Dad. I only think that's how physics works, but then again, I don't think they mo-capped any of these guys. Weekend at Genie's? Cool, so to my knowledge, there's nothing over here, but you can explore it all. If you want to. Watch that probably be like one mystery chest I just never knew about, but... Yeah, does it need to be this big? But it's imposing. We open up the door. Anything's possible when you just dab on through the dark cloud. It's the ultimate open world game. There's nothing in it, and it's big and takes forever to get around. Final Fantasy 15. Does the castle need to be this big either? What would you do with all this space? And again, I suppose when castles were the big thing, just walking was probably old-fashioned, wholesome entertainment. My cat is very intently watching. No, Sephiroth, don't hurt me! And my weirdly pointy head. Homeboy's got a real thick ass. Sephiroth, you created Genova? Twas. The king, huh? And they let you ride out in a battle with no protection or anything? Alright. Pressed by the Wizard's Army of the West, I had to do drugs in the forest with an old person. Ooh, a Dark Lord. Ew, gross. I'm just drink old people's blood in the woods. So he didn't even know what was coming. He was just like, hey, you should totally fucking do this. And you just went along with it? Alright. You're just not gonna tell us what that is? Filled with grief, huh? Filled with the Grail mercenaries begin to change. That's not good. So if that guy did this with literally anyone else, there's potentially 2 genies running around, or, because this seems like something really easy for him to just kind of sneak into villages unaware and get away with. Yeah, this is Grail. Once an eon, huh? I just happened to figure out that it would appear here. It's astounding how much more of a coherent plot Dark Cloud 2 has, given that this one is the most by-the-numbers JRPG I've ever played. Well, it's the same genie, it's just going from host to host. Is there another genie that just doesn't have a host yet, or just chilling around? When it was sealed away, it still managed to fuck everything up. Time compression? Oh. So remember, guys, the plot of Dark Cloud is all leading up to perform an abortion. And Toan is clearly, pro-life and is very, appalled by that. Oof, owie, his bones. Oh, that's funny. You couldn't have written out Huff Huff or anything? That was creepy. Look at him go. It's like doing the Bernie, but without mocap. He's like, no, stop. He suddenly creams panting, huh? Oh, Jesus fuck, he just went for it. Hey, Ryoma, chill. We're going to the art gallery. You're gonna tell us what this forbidden spell is? You can just say time travel. Without the Dark Genie's whole thing is like, lulz, or as you can, you suck. Yeah, they do it just to cope, man. Cats, I swear, it's in and out, in and out. Quickly toe and jump! You think he would have done this before he just shoved the sword through him, but the Dark Genie's like, oh, well, fuck, I probably shouldn't go into the dying guy, huh? No, it's fine, we'll just go possess our mother or something, just to get at me. Yeah, he's just saying panting. But also opening clothes parentheses. Alright, James, that's the new canon. Alright, so now we're in the second longest, dungeon of them all. Welcome to the Gallery of Time. It doesn't have outright floors, but take my word for it, there's 25 floors here. And in the North American version of this game, we cannot access the back floors of this, because the gate, or the key that lets us into the back, the Flapping Duster, was taken out. Whether through a glitch, or on purpose. Using a derivative of the Broken Dagger glitch, you can access it, however, but I'm not gonna do that. Pitch dark key. Ooh, scary. This dancer just wants to sit here. Sit here in his cool castle, and he just got fucking shot up. I feel like I'm Scarface, that movie I've never seen. And I really like this. It's just kind of like a stained glass cathedral that acts as the pools of water. I think that's a really cool concept. Yeah, I think all they really did with the PS4 thing is just make it prettier, because the Broken Dagger glitch is still in. What fucking hell? The bitch and a half. I almost lost all my HP taking on that guy. Ooh, hey! It's gonna be a King Mimic? Oh, wow. That was a big surprise, it was. Probably like a bone slingshot. Hey, whoa! I've never gotten this one before. Cool! This is the Drain Seeker. It absorbs HP. So if we upgraded from the Drain Seeker, anything that... I forget what path it goes on. I think it goes to the 7th Heavens path, which isn't a really good final weapon for Toen. Slightly weaker than the Chronicle Sword. But carrying Drain is fantastic, and that's super cool. I've never had one before, so I've never seen its design. And here I was expecting another bone slingshot. Boy, you can't beat that, can ya? That's super cool. Then we have to switch over to Ruby because that's a gameplay mechanic that they thought was going to be fun. And I know I shoved all my spare fires onto Goro, because fire is the only thing his battle axe needs now, but... awful mechanic. Like, legit awful. Oh, fuck. Kind of weird how they introduced a palette swap of really the first enemy. I think there was enough of a demand for it that it was this popular. Where the fuck am I? Anyway, so the flapping duster here, pretty much turns that into a magic carpet, and, well, we can't access that unless, again, we did the derivative of the broken dagger glitch, but I'm not gonna do that, because, in the end, who cares? By the time I cared enough to actually do that, I could just access the demon shaft, which I'm not sure if it opens up. I think it opens up after you beat the final boss. Though I heard it just getting to Dark Heaven Castle is enough. Oh, fuck. How about I don't break this gun? What a shittily made gun. Do I have any soap? I sold all my soap. I sold all my mighty healings. Why did I think that was a good idea? The broken dagger glitch is, through doing some, I showed it off in an earlier stream. Through the act of fucking with some things in the first shop, when Tone is equipped with a dagger, I don't think it has to be broken, you get an attachment that's a broken dagger. Which, as an attachment, maxes out all of your elements, maxes out everything that you can currently max out as far as your weapon goes. Like, all elements, all anti-enemy things. Maxes out your current max of attack and MP, maxes out endurance and speed, and gives it a whole slew of nice things, but depending on how you do the broken dagger glitch, you can get like fun items like extra pockets that unfortunately don't do anything. Pretty much any item you want so long as it's in the game's code, including glitch items, which you then cannot get rid of, so prepare that at your own peril. I really hope I find a mighty healing, because getting that on floor 1 is not what I wanted to do. Especially since I want to get up to about floor 20? That still gives me 5 floors, the last bits of plot, and the final boss in the following stream. So I do like the concept of going back into... I hate Billy. It's Billy Madison. Oh, hey, you know, because I have thunder attached to my weapon, even. Yeah, this is really bad. I really hope I find a mighty healing or something. And yeah, it sucks, because off-screen I sold off the last of my soap and mighty healings, because selling off mighty healings is a fantastic way to make money. Especially if you get it through fishing points. Because, you know, maybe I should take thunder off of my weapon, even. Putting holy on is great, because I think most things are weak to holy here. And I am getting my ass kicked. Those bad defense levels did not do me any favors here. Alright, Billy, let's make it rock. And I missed. We acquired thunder. We just got thunder. It's there. It's permanent. Now, let's just throw in a bunch of this crap we don't even need. Like, what am I gonna do with mimic breakers anymore? What's that? Nothing? Cool. Get into my belly, boys. Well, there's a... I can't tell. I think every floor is just guaranteed to have 15 enemies no matter what. But they are very jam-packed together. Oh my god! Glory day! Eat your soap, boy. let's not do that again. Don't you ever leave JCPenney when I'm inside it. It's an evil bat. You know it's serious because it has evil. If you have to tell people you're evil, you're probably not evil. You know, a badass, an evil bat. My dad was like, you need to be a cave bat like the rest of us, but now I'm an evil bat. My dad's stupid. Like, you know how dads get. So saith evil bat. His mother provides him with chicken tendies, and he's like, I've got wings, this is fucked up. I'm like technically part chicken, which means we can't. Hello, Holy Jam. I just sold a couple of you off too, and I probably shouldn't have, given that a lot of things here are weak to evil. What do I ever talk about? You think, I'm shooting this guy. You think just covering up his arms probably isn't going to eliminate damage. If anything, I think that might make it worse, because now his arms are getting shot to pieces. Weak to evil. I see, I fucked up. I swear there was some game like that, where evil was an element, and you could, you don't suck a gobby is the act of sucking. Like, evil is weak to itself. And Pokemon kind of handles that with ghost types being weak to themselves, but ghost isn't evil. Dark is literally the evil type, so... And Dark resists Dark, but I swear there was some game that did it. Was it Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Duel Stories from my very cursory knowledge of that game? I feel like it was some obscure Game Boy RPG. Which, man, I really kind of want to give Dark Duel Stories a shot on stream or something. I'm really bad at Yu-Gi-Oh! Games. Then again, my only experience are Forbidden Memories, which is damn near impossible and barely resembles Yu-Gi-Oh! And, with it, the Duel Academy, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Duel Academy in the game, but fuck me, dude. The Billy Club is kicking my ass! Yeah, it wasn't Battle City, it was Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. I don't know, well, no, the GX game didn't have elements or whatnot, I think. Quickly shove cheese in your mouth, Chetwin. I need to actually look that up. I'm gonna do it after the stream. Let's get holy water. It should work on the dark flower, yeah? That's stupid. I think it's very clearly as evil can get around here. Which means we need the key. I don't like when there's keys. It just means I have to open up everything. Alright. Oh wow, there's I can't jump that. Yeah, my fucking cats were fighting and then I dropped my mic. When I went to get back in my chair. Ah! They got along really good at first, and now the older one's kind of being an asshole. I forgot there was a palette swap with this guy in this game. The other one's kind of being an asshole now, so I'm just waiting for him to kind of get over that, but for now it's really annoying because I don't want to have to listen to cats yelling at each other the entire time. Look at that, a mystery circle. Let's put it on Ruby, because who gives a booby about Ruby? Oh, well, that would have been nice, but maybe she'll hold on to that. Except she totally won't. Yeah, the other thing I'm vaguely aware of is, because I know the names of those Yu-Gi-Oh! Games, but I don't recall anything else about them. But I think Dark Duel Stories in the Game Boy Color had it. And if not, then I have no idea where I got that. Hello, it is me. Who finna get shot because I got a gun? Brat. And if you switch, it means no one loses abs. But a better technique is to just not kill anyone on these floors, because it's a huge waste of time. And I'm not going to do that just yet, because I need to crack that last piece of Atla up there. Will I ever do any Dangan? Insider info, I was very close to doing a blind LP of Danganronpa 2 when it first came out. But I didn't. And I don't really regret it either, because a blind LP of Danganronpa 2... I love Danganronpa 2 a lot, and I'm kind of glad that I just went through it blind. But as for if I will ever do one of the games on this channel, I'm not going to say no. Maybe one day. I was going to say I just probably won't do much in the way of visual novels, but... that's a lie, given that I'm about to do Steins Gate soon. Well, soon is a relative term. It's probably going to be after Path of Radiance is done. But, no plans for Danganronpa at the moment. Especially because I don't really have a good way to record it, because I got them on the Vita. I could get them on Steam, but that's money for games I already have. Plus, visual novels I have to handle in a different way. Especially with how much voice acting is actually in Danganronpa. Like with Steins Gate, it's not going to be a traditional LP in the sense that I voice everything. I'm going to voice the main character's lines that are in voice. And then just let the game do all the other talking and have no other commentary as far as that goes. But that's also because I just really love Steins Gate, and the whole reason I'm doing that is to show off the story. Not so much me making funny voices over what is a relatively serious story that's just full of voice acting as is. And then I don't want to drag Sages into more Danganronpa because, you know, he already has full LPs of them on his channel besides V3, but I would never do V3 anyway because I think V3 is bad. For reasons I've already explained and don't feel like going through again, so don't ask. Hey, a Mimic! I really like the Mimics when they have, hey there, Toan. Just wanted to make sure you knew we were, here, huh? I don't want to play Elemental Hero Abortion Man. It's not a video game. For the, very specifically for the Game Boy Micro. I've mentioned it in a lot of streams, I think, because every time I mention I don't like Danganronpa V3, people always ask. I just think the writing is very, very shitty. So shitty, in fact, I sold the game back right after the first trial. crystal. I call Magical Duel. When do I summon Exodia? Brat, brat, pew, pew. And due to Amazon Prime, I made more money. I only paid $32 for the game, and I got like $36 back. Or no, I sold it for $36 rather. I made a profit. I didn't make that much of a profit for a fucking Vita game. The Sinister Minister. Doesn't look like there's any Atla there, so ain't gonna bother, buckos. A Mimic. Boy, how about I never fight Mimics with Osmond, huh? What if we just shove a fish on it? Wouldn't that be funny? Vita games I recommend? It's kind of weird, because really every Vita game I own is just a port of something else. And the most use I get out of it is really just playing old PS1 games. Like, I wouldn't beat Xenogears if it wasn't on the Vita. Because games like that, I really needed to be portable, because I needed to be able to put them down whenever I wanted. Oh yeah, and I never had a PSP, so I got to experience old PSP games as well. The most fun I had with my Vita is probably Disgaea 3. I really liked Disgaea 3. I liked it on the PS3, and on the Vita it's even better. Homeboy never even saw it coming. People recommend Persona 4 Golden. Persona 4 was kind of a one and done for me, so I played it on the PS2. Oh, hey, I can build it up now. I believe Swallow is the way we want to go. Let me check that real quick. Osmond, weapon tree, weapon evolution. Daylight come and me want to go home. Yes, Swallow is the direction we are going in. Big boy. Oh, fuck, Conception 2. I did not care for the demo for that one. Wow. Alright, more endurance in MP. No, I don't think I have any endurance in MP, so, might as well throw everything into attack, huh? When it works, it works. Again, still endurance and MP, which aren't going up through these, so, the best I could do is really throw elements at it, but, see, because even the sun won't help, and I ran out of all that, so I'm gonna try buffing its speed as well, and I might as well just get rid of some of this crap, too. I've seen a lot of stone breakers, and we've seen a lot of plants, so I just need to buy gems. Yeah, I just played the demo for Conception 2, and even ignoring the creepiness factor of everything, because I just don't really like the overly sexualized teenager JRPGs, it just as an RPG, it's boring. It's like, it doesn't do anything unique. There's nothing in Conception 2 that any other game doesn't do better. But the Vita's full of crap like that. Oh, hey, Rash Dasher. But yeah, the Vita's full of crap like that. Like, I bought Demon Gaze on launch because I thought it was gonna be Mind Zero for some reason. But, I never ended up buying Mind Zero anyway, even when I saw it for, like... I saw it for something really cheap, like $7 or something. And, I don't know. They seem like, another example, like, in the same vein, was like, Dungeon Traveler 2, Royal Library, or whatever. And it all just seems like the most soulless stuff. It's like, cool, let's put the most... It's like basically like RPG Maker tier dungeon RPGs. Same with like Mary Skelter. It's like... Why do people keep buying this? Like, why does Compile Heart still get business? Demand better things from your... Even if you're just buying it for cute anime girls, demand better from your products. As it stands, it's the most bare bones shit. But maybe that's just me and it's not my genre, so I don't have any right to talk. But it was the same kind of stuff for, there's a lot of games like that that I just really don't dig because they just seem so bland. Like, I played Hyperdimension F2 Rebirth 1. And it's like, okay, I feel like I've played this 1,000 times before, but, you know, look at that, the little anime girl made a funny face. It's worth it. Buggy! You know, buggies from 400 years ago. And another Sophia. And another Sophia, and another Sophia. Another one bites the dust. Yeah! Clock hands! Fate? I follow a couple people on Tumblr who are really into Fate, but... I don't know. I don't know where to start. And ultimately, it's just another anime I'd have to watch, so... Because I'm not gonna play, Fate Go, because I hate gacha games. And I was gonna, like, there was that one, like, Fate game on the Switch, I think, but it didn't really look all that interesting, so... Just kinda stopped caring, but... I'd consider playing the, like, because it was like a visual novel, yeah? By the same guy who did Sayano Uta, yeah? My favorite kind of floor, where it's just a bunch of treasure chests that are mimics. Good to see that trope hasn't died yet. Oh no. Here's the standard enemies. Forgot about the playing card soldiers. Cool. I got a mighty healing in case we get slimed again. Though personally, I'll just take soap because mighty healing means 150 gills in my pocket. Yeah, like the money in this game is called Gilda, and I think they kept that even in Rogue Galaxy, and then when they got to White Knight Chronicles, it was called Gilders. Which I kind of like. That one seems kind of... Ah! Take that, fucko, you didn't kill me. Hey, Billy, I'm stronger than you could imagine. Aha! Tricked you, bitch. The boss is about 19 floors away, and we won't get to it until tomorrow's stream. Today is just leading up to it. Because this is kind of a long dungeon. I'm kind of taking my time with it so I can get Osmond more powerful, since I'm gonna have to make Osmond pretty powerful from the Demon Shaft. whenever I decide to get to those videos. Yeah, that was pretty much what I've heard of Fate so far. Like I said, I follow a couple people on Tumblr who are into it. And then my friend who's just really into all kinds of shonen anime really likes Fate too. Very excited for the new movie coming out. Or it might have already come out if that's what all that God, I hate billies. They're a lot more prone to garden. Yeah, I'm interested in Liberation. I'll probably do a couple videos on Liberation when it comes out stateside. Let me rephrase that. If it comes out stateside. There's a couple anime movies, I thought, for Fate. Or OVAs, or whatever they are. Some of my favorite RPGs, well, most of my favorite games are RPGs, like Nier's an action RPG, and that's my favorite game of all time. So Nier. I like Dark Cloud a lot. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, the first two. Can I get them both? Nope, can't even get one. Alright, that's fun. I really like Final Fantasy XIII. That one's one of my favorite RPGs. Final Fantasy Tactics is one of my favorites. Devil Survivor. I would say I like tactical RPGs in general, but I played out a lot of them. And let me tell you, there's a lot of strategy RPGs that just fucking suck. They do. Like the worst game I ever played. Oh, Final Fantasy VII is really good. Worst game I ever played. Got it for free in a buy two get one free sale at GameStop in 2012. Called Record of Agarist War 0. And like I've played bad games. Like I've played Superman 64. And like that one's clearly so broken that it's low pickings. But as far as just like outright the most by the numbers yet somehow managing to fuck up those very same numbers strategy RPG I ever played. And I sold it back to that very same GameStop later. And so technically I made $4 just experiencing that game. And I still feel like I got ripped off. That was also the only time I've ever traded something into GameStop because that's generally a bad idea and you shouldn't do it. Pretty low on fish, but fish enemies in general are kind of few and far between as is. Though really, I just like a lot of, I'm not gonna say Final Fantasy is a perfect series, like I don't like quite a few of them. Like, everyone knows I hate 15, everyone knows 2 is just a generally broken experience. 13 too, again, didn't like that one at all. I don't like 9, but I'm trying to give it a fair shake. You can just get a lot more money selling something on eBay. GameStop gives you, I understand why they give you very bad prices, because they still need to turn around and sell these very often oversaturated market games for a profit, but if you're looking to get any serious money out of a game you're selling, GameStop is probably not the smartest idea for you. If you just need to get rid of a game quick, or you don't want to use eBay or Amazon or whatever, yeah, just go for it, but thank you for coming to my level so I could reach you. Go for it then, but if you're trying to get real money for something, you're generally better off selling it online, especially if it's something like actually rare, like a lot of, well, they won't take PS2 games anymore, or GameCube games. But even when they could, you can still get some pretty serious fucking money for GameCube games nowadays, so even if you could, don't. Even like those secondhand, like, retro game stores, probably not the best idea, because I don't know what prices they would give you, but for something that niche, they probably rely on, lowballing you and really highballing their offers. I could be talking out of my ass. There's one retro game store that's sort of near where I am that I would like to go to at some point. And I'm talking, they get, like, good stuff. Like, they had an actual fucking copy of Chrono Trigger. And I don't know what their prices are like, but, you know, you're probably not going to get anything better. Like, you're probably not going to get, like, a real good price there, because people who are doing retro games know what those games are worth, so you're not going to get, like, Chrono Trigger for, like, $3. But given that that sort of market can't really bring in all that many customers, they're probably having to lowball you. It's been open for a good while, but I really should go. It's just the issue is, like, I had a chance to go once because we were doing a shoot, and after we wrapped up, they were like, yeah, dude, you should totally go to this store. And I'm like, alright, I don't really have the money right now, and I'm kind of tired after this. We were only out there for like 6 hours, but it was very hot out. This thing's face is scary. It was very hot out, so I was very tired at the end, and I just wanted to go home. But now it's like I have to... It's kind of a long drive to get there. I think it's like 40 minutes off of campus. So I do kind of want to go just to see what they've got around, because, like, it's not like I'm going to buy a copy of Chrono Trigger there. I don't have the money to drop on an actual copy of Chrono Trigger, when you can get a reproduction card on Etsy for like 21 bucks, including shipping. I probably shouldn't be recommending that, but I've gotten quite a few Super Nintendo repro cards on Etsy, and let me tell you, for $20, they sure function exactly like regular cartridges, so if you're in the market and couldn't find a Super Nintendo Classic, or you just want 1 or 2 games, you could do worse. But, like, if they've got something there, like, if they've got, like, Xenosaga Chapter 2, or Episode 2, I mean, yeah, I mean, if they're charging, like, eBay or Amazon prices for it, I mean, I'm just losing out on the 20 bucks I would have spent anyway, and also supported niche local business, which is always cool. I know they had a copy of Pokemon Stadium 2 there, but Pokemon Stadium 2 is getting kind of expensive, and I remember it used to be, like, in the teens when I wanted it when I was in my teens. And now it's like 40 bucks, and I'm like, wow, I really should have hopped on that. Ooh, what have we? Like a bone slingshot? Excuse the fuck out of me. Wow. I think this skunk is like a 2nd tier. Yeah, Blessing Gun. This one's like 2 upgrades away from the other class of ultimate weapons for, oh yeah, I'm cursed, I can't show it. Because, like I said, Osmond has 2 tiers of gun. Or 2 varieties of gun. He's got machine guns and blasters, with a 3rd, shorter one called the, I just call them flamethrowers. And, the skunk is a flamethrower. But they all become the blasters in the end, so... After the skunk, there's only, I think the Hexa Blaster and then the Supernova, and the Supernova's the max with the, Supernova's the max on the, blaster path, so that's pretty cool, but... You know, I'm already working on the Jackal, so... Favorite easy, Nagito. Komaeda is probably my favorite. Like, before Komaeda, I liked Danganronpa. Like, I thought Danganronpa 1 was fun. Komaeda in 2, however, turned Danganronpa into a series I didn't just enjoy, but, like, followed. He made Danganronpa for me. God, I fucking love Komaeda. Another Sophia. Though, again, the Georama in this one's a little different. We're not necessarily rebuilding a town, but putting together memories. But I'll show all those off. Not all of them off in the next stream. A turtle shell, we can sell that for money. We kind of got some branching path dungeon setups here. Those are always the ones I liked the least in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, where it was like one long middle path, but branching paths every couple of steps. And who knows how far those would go, and they were always really common in like the final or optional dungeons. And they always made me uneasy because by the time I got there I was already kind of nervous anyways. I'm like, cool, I'm about to fight Rayquaza, and I'm starting to run low on supplies, and I barely got enough to handle Ray, and I'm stuck trying to figure this out, and there's a Salamence following me, and why? We got some premium water, so that's lovely. It's forming a swastika. That ain't good. Put that away. Ooh, lovely. See how fast this can kill now. See, look at that kind of damage. Yeah, music makes or breaks a game. No, it can break a game. Yoshi's New Island or whatever. I'm sure it was a perfectly average platformer, but the music... Yikes. And as much as I love Undertale's gameplay, its music is probably why I have such a fond opinion of it as I do. I fucking love Undertale's soundtrack. So good. One Atla for me, please. The deal. Part of the deal? No. Megalovania, I've heard Megalovania so much that I can't say it's one of my favorites now. It is so good in context, and in both of the not both, it's also a Homestuck thing, from what I understand. But I don't read Homestuck, so I wouldn't know. But in both of its video game context, Megalovania hits every note right. No pun intended. Jesus fucking Christ. Is that thing pumped up with energy? I think I have a bunch of revival powder. And I don't usually have revival or stamina powder. Because when I was a young boy, I was kind of dumb with that stuff. Death by Glamour is so good. Death by Glamour is probably one of my favorite tracks in any video game. And easily my favorite Undertale piece. In fact, like, I had there's one guy on YouTube who does video game metal covers, Rashad EB. And my god, he put out this Undertale metal album. And that's how I first got introduced to him, because I'm like, I want to hear Undertale metal. And so I listened to that. And when I first bought the album, it was early 2016, because I got into Undertale late, kind of. It was a couple months late. But in between January of 2016 and April of 2016, I think I listened to that album over 300 times. Not exaggerating there. 300 times. It's so good. Like, I would listen to it in car rides, and I took a lot of car rides there, because at that time I drove in between campus and home a lot, because I didn't really want to stay on campus a lot. And I always listened to that, and it was a good time. A very, very good time. And I'd still wholeheartedly recommend that album to anyone who likes Undertale's music, because even if you're not a fan of metal, it's just a really standout album. Nice. Could have had that on Toein, but, you know. I feel like really, very few people seem to handle that right, because there's always, like, one thing that, like, video game covers seem to miss. And it's not like a thing between everyone, like, every cover just seems to, like, no matter how good it is, it always just seems to miss one part of what made the song good to begin with. But I really feel like that album manages to nail absolutely everything perfectly. I don't often say albums are perfect, but there is not a weak track on that album. The only one I could say that was even just a 9 out of 10 instead of a 10 out of 10 is the cover of Metal Crusher. Just because Metal Crusher is so short that there wasn't much they could do with it. Mario and Luigi RPG? I really love Superstar Saga. I played that one pretty close to launch. Because a friend at a daycare I went to had it. That one is fantastic, and it was going to be my second LP ever, but a couple of things happened and got in the way of that. Like, I was going to do it on a collab channel, that fell through. I was going to do it on my channel. For some reason, I forget, that fell through. Bowser's Inside Story is fine. I don't particularly love it, but it's fine. I didn't play Dream Team. I haven't gotten too far into Paper Mario. Never played Thousand Year Door. I sold my copy of Thousand Year Door that was completely unopened for triple digits, but I figured my laptop can run GameCube games better than a GameCube could anyway, so why bother when I could have just made some really fat fucking money? I tried to do the same thing on a copy of Xenoblade Cross, because by the time I felt like playing it, I was like, this thing is going to get a Switch port. And I was like, cool, I'm selling for 60, and that didn't work. And I was like, 55, and that's not working. Currently got it at 50, or what was it, 50, but I know it's not going to work because people are selling brand new copies for like 20 bucks less than that. Another Drain Seeker. Wow. I don't feel like anyone makes that Ocarina of Time comparison anymore. Because I think most people have grown up hearing it so much that people either have actual opinions of Ocarina of Time that are like, yeah, it's good, but it's not the best, or people are just like loathing on Ocarina just because it's so popular. Oh, it's nice to being nice to us now. I mean, but it is what it is. Ocarina is just good. It's. I understand why it has the following it does, but Is it the best Zelda? No. Is it the best Zelda on the N64? Debatable. It depends on what you think of Majora's Mask's time system, honestly. Shadow of the Colossus is fantastic. Oh my god. I love Shadow of the Colossus. I kind of want the PS4 version, but I can't justify spending $40 on a prettier version of a game I already own. At the moment. I got Sticker Star for free because right before Club Nintendo went under, it was one of the available options, and I never used my Club Nintendo coins before that year. So I had a lot of years of them. Like, I think the earliest game I used was like 2007 or 8. I don't think that's one of the... I think that's actually an early tier one. Yeah, alright. Still, I'm just surprised that they haven't been king mimics. It took them long enough. Favorite Colossus? Oh, yeah. Hydrus, the 7th Colossus, is the reason I bought the game. Spooky underwater sections are my favorite part of games, and not enough games do them. Especially with horrendously ancient, huge serpentine creatures lurking in their depths. That one tickles me. Alright, my inventory's getting a little full, so actually after this one, I'm going to leave the dungeon and sell off all my crap and then come back in. It's not like pitch black, it's really muddy, and the bottom is completely invisible. But then I saw like some guy like did like a clip through walls thing or whatever, so we could go to the absolute bottom of the lake when Hydrus died and see how far it sunk under. And then it just clips through the bottom and just keeps going forever. Anyway, the Fairy King here does absolutely everything. He's items, he's your check-in. You can buy gems. They are completely not worth it, but you can buy them. And attachments if you really need them. They got all your basics, and then +1, so don't fucking bother. So, let's sell some shit off. I don't need these, because I'm not going to be catching Barons, because they're too luck-based for me. Get rid of this bullion. I never ended up using this tram oil, so I guess I can sell it off. Oh, I still have 1 gourd, okay. I can give that to someone. Can I buy some items? No. Can you buy some items? Haha, yes. I just really like the concept of, like, super dark depths and the things that lurk in them. And I don't feel like enough series really play around with that idea. Well, yeah, diamonds boost everything, but you can get them so much cheaper from fishing. Gems are so expensive monetarily. Now, if you're like me when I was a kid and used a codebreaker for literally infinite money, yes, this was absolutely the best way of getting gems, but it's so much easier to just fish up Martins. So just do that instead. I never played Subnautica. Maybe that has what I'm looking for. Hey, look, more money, because when you catch a Martingarian, treasure keys are literally useless, because, hey, that's what they do. I feel the need to sneeze. Well, yeah, I need all those bullions, because I'm trying to go for the max amount of money. Which is still probably going to take a little bit of grinding, but... Well, yeah, it can be completely underwater and still not have the exact atmosphere I'm looking for. It's gotta have serpents, really big underwater snakes. And it's not a shitpost. I mean, Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, my favorite monster in it is Shindeiru solely for that reason. Fighting Shindeiru, I think we can all agree is a little bad, but looking at him and his concept, oh my fucking god. Shindeiru is one of my favorite creatures in all of video gaming. So much so that in a writing class I had to take for college, I wrote like a 10-page story about Shindeiru. And that was college. This wasn't when I was a kid. This was literally about a year and a quarter ago at this point. Hello, clock hands. Die. Actually, fuck it. I don't need to kill you guys. I got the clock hands. I'm good. Really? Still no king mimics? Another halberd, which means something else I can sell off. Maybe I won't have to do all that much cash grinding. Alright, it had to eventually be it. The only real bad thing about king mimics is that they don't give all that much money. You figured they would. I mean, they're king mimics. Look at how opulent this one is. Fortunately, that's why, it's not too hard to max out on money in this game. It's like 65. Oh yeah, they get stamina when, I need to heal really bad. They get stamina when you hit them. You see, that's an interesting concept. Why don't any other monsters here do that? And by here, I mean this game. That's something really cool. Not gonna bother with that mystery circle, because I gotta just think killing that one's gonna fuck up all the stats. Yeah, I'm gonna do the Demon Shaft. I'm just gonna wait a bit on it, because that's such a long dungeon. Like, the way I'm probably gonna handle it is do 20 floors at a time. So it's 5 streams, but do it, like, probably this summer. Or if I don't have anything to do that day, I'll just, like, be like, okay, it's, just gonna knock out 20 Demon Shaft floors. Like, if I'm just bored or something, and, it's a day that I don't have anything else scheduled. Or if I just don't have anything scheduled, like, I forgot to record something. It's kind of like how I would just do random RuneScape streams every now and again. Demon Shaft is definitely happening, just gonna not be right now. Step on it. Well, we haven't had one of Goro's switches since, like, the Sun and Moon Temple. We also haven't, like, used Goro since, like, the Sun and Moon Temple. And that's why I buff him, because his charge attack is so good. Even if his defense is really shitty because he got really screwed. Oh, hey, pup. You're not a pup, you're a diamond. You don't even shine bright like one. Come on, Lich. Alright, thank you for the hitbox. That hitbox is off. Capes are pretty cool. I'm not as into fashion hunters as a lot of people are. I just, if it looks ugly, so what? I just want to have a good skill set. There is, however, one set that was in Freedom Unite that uses Kieran and Kezu parts, and it just looks like the most My Little Pony-esque, my Little Brony-esque fetish art thing, and it's hilarious. And you can build it in 4 Ultimate, and I think that's beautiful. I like Super Mario Sunshine is probably my favorite 3D Mario. And I say that without having played Odyssey, so don't crucify me. Because Sunshine's really good. Metroid Prime 1 is absolutely fantastic. Melee's pretty fun. I sold off one in that GameCube game, so I don't really remember what else was on it. I didn't really get into Pikmin. Time limits stress me out in games unless you have a way to adjust the flow of time. Yeah, we getting crunk. Like, Majora's Mask I can handle, but... How many Sophias are we going to acquire? Majora's Mask I can handle because you can slow down the flow of time. Pikmin is a little much for me because you have 30 days and I just kind of want to relax, and I can't do that, so... Pikmin 2 is better in that regard, but it was also worth a lot more money, so... I'll emulate it if I must play it at some point. And given that, it's basically an RTS, and I'm not huge into RTSs, I don't really care. It is what it is, and it is not all that interesting to me. Whoa! Hey there, Frosty Freddy. You ready for Freddy? And watch this. You had no escape, you big Bort. Blake Bortles. That girl was a real crowd pleaser. Yeah, I was expecting more at a Sonic Forces. Might have. I'm running really low endurance feathers. Yikes, I'm probably gonna have to leave out and buy more. Okay, figured there was gonna be some Atla there. I was incorrect. There could be... Forgot. Wait, did I get the clock hands yet? Gotta let the cat out. Boy, being a streamer is fun. God damn, I'm getting my head handed to me. In the wise words of Earthbound. Like, Sonic Forces just seemed like it was gonna be Sonic Generations 2. And I was down for that, because I really, really liked Sonic Generations. It's one of the 2 Sonic games I really actually liked. The other being, Heroes. But, when I saw gameplay, it was like, well... never mind, I think I'll go without. Yes, it's cheaper than your standard $6 experience, but that is still $40 for a game I do not really want to play. I really am just throwing everything into the kitchen sink on this thing, huh? Well, we need a lot more aquatic. Full up on sea. Pretty much full up on holy from what yeah. But I'm low on wind and fire, so we can still keep adding that. Yeah, I played Sonic Mania, and I really don't like Classic. I bought Sonic Mania on launch, because I'm like, maybe this will be the game that finally shows me that Classic Sonic is fun. And I played Sonic Mania, and it's like, I'm actually frustrated by how little fun I'm having. God, because now I'm upset because I got used to all those King Mimics being, or those big chests being good weapons. Oh, I really love Mega Man. Well, let me rephrase that. Classic is really fun. I don't actually care much for the X series. Like, I like X1, I like X4, X2's a little bland, never played X3. I absolutely loathe X5 and X6 and X7. And Mega Man X8 has really good bosses, but the levels are so terrible that I don't understand why everyone says that's one of the better Mega Man games. The Mega Man Zero series is good all the way through, besides the first one's stupid difficulty choices. ZX and ZX Advent were kind of fun. Never played the Legends. Battle Network's a little hit or miss for me. Probably the same with Star Force, even though I never played it. Hey, remember when this guy was in the shipwreck under a different name as the Mask of Prajna? Yeah, me neither. And here, Robot Master, nah. I like Metal Man because he gives you one of the most overpowered weapons in video game history, but that's not saying anything about Metal Man himself. Well, that went about as well as I should have expected. Dust this bitch! Sweet. What do we need to add to the Swallow? We needed, things we don't have, from what I remember. Right. Did you know? So at least I can keep getting closer to maxing out on speed, which is nice, because that's your reload timer, essentially. Damn, getting a lot of power-up powder. Whoa, hey, forgot they could do that. I like Alexander's design a lot. I like the little mustache. Well, the thing about experience is that you get out of it what you put into it. You just gotta try. Learn how to code. I realize it's not as simple as, yeah, just learn how to code, but practice. What's the worst that could happen? You don't do it? Or, like, you end up not being good at it? The end result of not trying in the first place anyway would have been the exact same thing, so you might as well try, because you don't know what you'll get out of it. This has been Inspiration Hour with Comic. Though I feel ya, I really want to... I have a couple ideas for games I'd want to make, but they're all... Oh my god! I almost lost the Chronicle Sword. I didn't realize how much of a fucking drag on my weapon HP that was. Yeah, why the hell is that thing eating up so much? I know my endurance is maxed out. Nuts. I mean, I'm probably going to stream White Knight Chronicles at some point. I don't know when, but I'm very interested in streaming it. Plus, I think with higher speed, your weapon doesn't lose it. The machine gun can last longer. Yes, yes, come, die. Green repair powder like candy. You want to float, but you can't because I've clipped your wings, Icarus. Yeah, I've got White Knight Chronicles 2. That's the version I'm probably going to stream White Knight Chronicles 1 with, because it's just outright better. Since White Knight Chronicles 1 also kind of had some baffling design decisions that if I played it for the first time now, I would just label the game as inferior version of Final Fantasy XII and Xenoblade and then never think about it again, but I definitely like to experience again. Again, it was my first PS3 RPG, and it was kind of incredible to see that on my screen at the time. Talk about it being an HD RPG, but I didn't actually have a TV that could do HD. It's nuts. For like a few months after I got that, after I got the PS3. Playing it all on an old CRT that I... Big boy. Of course, the Swallow makes short work of it, but that thing will also make short work of your weapon HP. So I think that it... Oh, I think it's poison you. Yeah, I kind of got the feeling this guy might be a little strong. Ooh, boy fucking howdy. That one got a little close for comfort. My favorite weapon class, wow. I really like Charge Blades in 4 Ultimate, not so much here. Or not so much in Generations. I'm trying to get the hang of them again in World. Look, it's the blessed picture of 2 big boys. Bandit's Ring, whatever. And a King Mimic, that's what I figured. There's the luck I knew! I really like Charge Blade in 4 Ultimate. My main weapon, though, is absolutely Greatsword. Used it the most in 3 Ultimate, Generations, Worlds. Put a astounding amount of time into it in 4U, but I also just put an astounding amount of time into 4U. And I would have loved to have done a series on 4 Ultimate, but I got the Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate Limited Edition new 3DS. So, you know, digital and stuck on that 3DS. Which means if I wanted to do a series, I would not only have to buy it again, but play it on the regular old 3DS. And you know what? I got used to having 2 analog sticks, no matter how short the other one was, so not going back, no thank you. That is one thing I'll definitely give World. It allows people to do, it's getting people into doing Monster Hunter series again, where it was, when it was locked to the 3DS for a while, there was a real paywall to having Monster Hunter content on your channel. 3 Ultimate you could swing, but really the Wii U is not a very common system for people to have. Touch the clock face, do it knock face. How deep into this are we? Floor 17, alright. When we finish up with floor 19, I'll call it well, I won't call it yet, because we do have to start putting those together, which means watching a couple cutscenes, but good thing I have all these antidote drinks. Drink up, kid. Yes, but not a Wii U. If you had the Wii, you could, oh, fuck me. That thing was ready. Not taking me juicing like that. Nice, magical power. Well, if you have a Wii, you could also play, Try, but there's really no point in playing Try much anymore. Especially for Dark Cloud, huh? We did it, guys. We got the Dark Cloud. Is that not what we were aiming for this whole game? Oh, you have a Wii U. Then yeah, just play, if you want to play Monster Hunter, start out with 3 Ultimate. The servers are still up, so you can play online if you want. Yeah, I think the servers are still up. As far as starting points, well, 3U is where I started out, so I can recommend it. Uh, 4U is probably well, no, not probably, absolutely the better overall experience, but yeah, the Wii U feels like crap, and honestly, I liked my Wii U. I only really used it for Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, but again, it had Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, so I loved it. But my god, was the decision to name it the Wii U the stupidest fucking thing. Like, I had a coworker who is not video game savvy. Like, she's aware that games exist, is the best I could say about her in that regard. And, like, she played a lot of PS1 stuff. I think she had a PS4. I think it might have been her boyfriend's. And we were talking about video game systems and, like, our favorite companies. I'm like, you know, I really love Nintendo. I like what they're doing. They're like, you still play the Wii? And I'm like, you know, the Wii U exists. And she's like, what the hell's a Wii U? And I'm like, oh, yeah. People don't know that even. Surprise, surprise. People just thought it was an accessory if they knew it existed at all. Yeah, the Wii U is a really bad naming convention, but I don't think anyone has to say that anymore because it's common knowledge. I tried to sell her Chrono Cross and she wasn't having it. I'm like, yeah, it's really fun. And she didn't buy it. Like, it's $10, and I'm like, you never would have finished Chrono Cross, but I was also not going to be at that job for much longer, and $10 is $10, so I'm really hoping neither of those guys has the gate key, because that is an arrangement in which I do not feel comfortable remaining. Thank you! Hey, Hot Cocoa! I got a good feeling about this one. Nice. Die. Quickly, while the iron's hot, we must strike! Yeah, nice. One all Scarface on him. I don't know why we can't just dip our machine guns in water to fix them. If it's good enough for me, it's good enough for my guns. Have some of this hot chocolatey cocoa. Tapu cocoa. $249 years ago. Actually, you know what? I'll probably cut it after this one, so we have more for tomorrow's stream. And again, not cut it, still have to show off some stuff. You know, it's funny, because, you know, you let the cat out because it wants to go out, and then the cat wants to come back in, and then it wants to go out again, and then in. I don't know any Scarface quotes from a bad movie, Major. I have a lot of fun streaming. Like, Darklight, like I said, I did an LP of Darklight once that never finished because of capture card problems. And this is easily the better way to handle it. Like, actually have conversations while playing with this one. Let me tell you, Dark Cloud LP, not really a good idea because it was going to take forever and a day. Like, I think by the time I was, like, halfway through the shipwreck, I was only, I was at, like, episode 30. Which, let me tell you, it's gonna be a long-ass LP. And I think by that point, I had pretty crappy weapons, too, because I wasn't really doing any off-screen grinding. Which, let me tell you, kind of a bad idea, because you want to do some grinding to make some things easier, at the very least smoother. You silly Billy, I had invincibility frames! Dumb bastard. Yeah, Chronicle Sword extreme damage. You look me dead in the eyes and tell me my Grail voice isn't soothing. That's how I get people to donate extra money at church. I don't go to church. I was going for a preacher voice with it. You know, like, dig deep for the Lord. Rat-a-tat-tat. Brap, brap. Spoiler alert, in case, like, if you ever watch the Sage's Fates randomizer video, you see that we have Ike doing Grail's voice because it's character development, you see? Remember when he used to sound depressed like Mist too, and now it's, and now he's getting a little more amped. It's character development. He's growing as a person, he is. Could have swore we grabbed the clock hands, but I guess not. Alright, well, back we go. If I can get Sage just to do the Grail voices, that would be amazing. Give me clock hands. Ooh, you almost got me. Upgrade! And I should probably repair this, huh? It's just hard to get those two to do any, like, voice acting. But it's so fun when it works. Speaking of which, we kind of do need to record more Path of Radiance. Probably later this week, but we're gonna watch stuff tonight. I don't know what we're going to watch, though. Oh, bye, Lenton. I think he wants to watch Devilman Crybaby, but I don't think Kish would be down for that one. Well, time to do some Georama building. We got most of the pieces, not bad. Bed slot. Wait a minute. Oh, you can build them in the dungeon. Okay. Well, guess I'm going back. I'm going back in. Well, I guess I'll do one more floor then. Ooh, a limited floor. Lovely. Wait, if I'm not mistaken, this is the beginning of the end as far as floors go. Oh, okay, it is. I actually do want to save this for the next one then, so let's start just building this up. I didn't know you could do that here, but I've also never tried, so... Castle... Church... Crown... Sophia... I'm going to assume this is the Sinister... Yep. It kind of tells you exactly what goes where, so these kind of remind me of, like, RuneScape busts. It's a wizard slot, but this is a father slot, so it's fine. Is this the Sinister Minister? Fortunately, they do kind of hand you everything in order, so... But it's not like rebuilding the town, so I can see why they did that. Do I hate Cordelia? No, she's my Fire Emblem, she's my Awakening waifu. Well, her and Tharia, but I married, Cordelia when I played the game. A light slot. Not a heavy one. mind, but a light slot. I kind of don't want to look at these right now because I think they also show up right before you fight the final boss anyway. We will rapidly see, however. Dark Cloud slide, huh? Things lost, ruined castle, and broken sword. Yeah, I hate my child. Jesus fuck, I hate Severa so much. She's the goddamn worst. Morgan, though. Morgan is my my glory, my baby. I would take Morgan to Chuck E. Cheese, should Morgan have desired to go there. Cool, let's buy another Duran's Feather. I want to be prepared there. A couple revival powders, a couple stand-in powders, and we should be good. So, I do believe I'm going to cut the stream here. So, tomorrow night, same place, same time, we're going to take on the finale of Dark Cloud. We're going to beat the final boss. It's going to be fantastic. You're going to get all this cool cutscenes that we can all giggle over. And then we can finally call this one over. Call it a close. Bring it to its end, its conclusion. So, thank you very much for joining me. And again, 7 p.m. tomorrow night. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys then.